What's up, Hilfe lovers? Viper against TaToh, playing a best of 7 here in the winner bracket, round of 8 at the top. The winner is qualified for the final weekend and is already guaranteed money. We are jumping into the action, and oh god, overlay at the top is completely wrong. I will do that in between games, don't get too confused here. My preparation. That's a problem if series start on time. And, well, it will be the Viper in yellow against TaToh in the blue, and we're looking at Gold Rush Vikings War. And I will adjust the top for you quickly, and you will see some units moving there. The Viper is playing against TaToh. This is the time where the chat goes crazy and TaToh's from Russia, I knew it all along. And we have the Viper on the other side playing from the US of A. And we are playing in the round of 8. And here we go. Okay, I can zoom in. Did I miss something? Seems like TaToh has more army out and has probably more villager kills. We don't really know. First time caster, yeah. Okay, so TaToh, 20 more population by him. Gold control should be a bit more on the side of the Viper, who's already adding monasteries. A weird choice for Gold Rush, in my opinion. TaToh, 15 more army and has some hill control over here. A bit earlier with the Onager production behind this as well. Nice amount of Arbalest. I think this is looking good for TaToh. Does switching the panel change anything? Nope, it doesn't. And good start here for TaToh. Has the hill advantage, killing a lot of scorpions. Good stuff by him. Still keeps the hill advantage. Looks good for TaToh here in game number 1, but 2 castles are up. TaToh behind this was using the market, so was the Viper though. And no one really on gold. TaToh will be the earlier one. Viper didn't take his hill and is patrolling in there with quite some stuff. TaToh with 40 more kills or 30 more kills. Using the hill advantage and having greater military. This looks pretty good. Another connection there with the Onagers. TaToh in a nice spot. Viper had open with 2 barracks, 4 archer ranges. On the other side it was TaToh opening 5 barracks, 6 archer ranges. So way more production by him, and well, Viper, he just continues to flood into this hill. I'm a bit surprised by that, honestly. Uh-oh. TaToh, and with a beautiful start here, 60 population ahead, will keep that hill alive for himself. And castle number 2 now on that hill, builds another TC here. Berserk's now coming over, trying to snipe those traps. Not really going to happen though, or like the defense is not going to happen. The snipes obviously are going to happen, but the castle went down at the left hand side. Viper only had 40 villagers, same for TaToh kind of, but well, having 60 more military really helps out. And still being on that hill, Onagers around. Viper, he is running out of gold, look at that. 230 gold for him, is getting the gold in the back, but TaToh is getting control over the main gold spots over here. It looks pretty good for our Spaniards so far. 60 population advances with his new castles here as well. Oh, and Viper forced into a lot of scorpions here. Go at the right hand side, trying to snipe the trap. Will happen from the snake. He will get the trap. Nice move here, but we'll exchange that against 2 rams. So honestly not the biggest win ever, but buying some time surely. Another ram to the front. TaToh behind this, completely down and out with food, but Already prepared a nice amount of farmers behind this. 76 villagers. TaToh flooding everything to the center. And this is DM World Cup for you. This is deathmatch and gold rush with two of the best players in the world. It is seed number 1 against seed number... was it 8? I think TaToh got seed number 8, right? Or 9, one of the two. I think it's seed 8. So Viper on paper, the favorite. But the more aggressive opening by TaToh, realizing how important the center is in Gold Rush. It's not like Viper didn't try to fight for the center, but TaToh just outmassed him so nicely. A military count, 88 to 17, and the Viper has to resign. TaToh is winning a Vikings war in 14 minutes. What are we witnessing here? Hello. Awesome play. Viper behind the solid amount of farms. So he was prepared for that, but look at that. Already nicely on gold as well. And this is looking pretty damn strong here for TaToh. After game number 1, what a solid performance by him. Can I get some feedback from the Capture Age guy? It should work. Can you select the version of the next channel for the next game? Okay, then we can close Capture Age and take a look at the stats again. Better KD for TaToh, larger army for him as well, and had more gold getting to the center there, and I believe the faster market as well. Both pretty quick when it comes to villager high, and you can see Viper focusing on those 2 relics, but honestly on Gold Rush, something I don't consider to be that important, so weird choice by him. Can you select the version on the next channel for the next game? So next, okay. And what else did I want to do? I wanted to update the score. You can make this a bit smaller, but oh man, why did I trash talk so much before the game starts? If you keep a lot of good questions flying, I'm getting distracted and not updating the score as I should. Silly nilly. And yeah, a lot of questions flying in about MBL. I don't know more than you. Just watch the drama on AoE Zone unfold. MBL was in the chat yesterday for quite some time. Was flaming Hera a lot. I'm surprised. Not that it happens, but that Hera is signing them up without MBL. That's weird. Let me take a look at that. Rise of Glory, registration. Hera signing up a team. Nikov, Lyri, Hart, and Hera. So sick. We start an AoE drama alert series. Well, WTF happened in is something like that, right? Okay, and now we go into the civilization choice of the Viper together with the home map of his. And yeah, that's correct. I will load up Capture Age. It will be Britons on Ghost Lake. Very tough to finish the game early there. Let's take a look how they're approaching it. Obviously, barracks and archery ranges is the way to go. Then later switch into longboats. Capture Age is ready and we can jump into the action here. And the yellow trunks again. The Viper being... yeah, and the yellow trunks here. And on the other side, it is TaToh playing the blue. And the sound is a bit weird. Why do I not hear any villagers working? Capture Age? Ay, ay, ay. Capture Age bugging out a bit. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's follow the action. We have siege workshops now for the Viper at the front, a castle behind this. Went for triple barracks, quadruple archery range. On the other side, TaToh again with more aggression, 4 barracks and 7 archery ranges. He's winning the fight at the right-hand side. Nice interception here. Relics will be really important. We have 2 in the center, 1 in the top here, 1 in the top, at the bottom there. And another one for TaToh. So, slightly better positioning, but it seems like the Viper might be a bit earlier. For everyone who is new to this capture age overlay, we have the army value here, how many, how big the percentage of gold investment into that army is, relic count, castle count, production building count, and how many villagers were lost this game. Another castle here at the hill, and, well, it is tricky to determine how much siege you really need in those wars, because, well, onager connections are pretty against all the low HP units, but will you ever get onager connections? Rams, kind of pretty against all the ranged units as well, but dying to the champions, and it's not siege rams either. Not easy. Well, I also think it's a 4-player limit, so they have to drop someone. Okay, well, that's a weird rule to have a 3v3 tournament and only allow 4 players. But, okay. And then why not drop inactive Leary or Hard instead of super active MBL? But okay. Is Champs better than Cavaliers? Absolutely. You don't have Bloodlines. You don't have the... Oh, you actually have the +4? Or is that just randomly because it's post-imp? No, you have +4. Okay. But you don't have Bloodlines for Britons. And Champions are pretty good in low numbers. But later on, they won't really be used too much. Okay, now attack here at the left-hand side. Relic count, 2 for Viper. Is snacking that one as well, so it will be 3 for the Viper. Did he try to snack the one on the top? No. TaToh got that one and the one at the right-hand side, hopefully. Or did Viper snack that one? Now I'm curious. Viper snacked the one at the very right-hand side as well. That's just sick. So it will be 4 relics to only 1. Remember, this is home civilization and map for the Viper. He is down 1 game already. After this, we will have home map and civilization of TaToh. Post-im start only means that you get all the techs your civilization has to offer, not all the techs. Okay, TaToh with bigger army here. 70 units against 90 units. Oh man, this is Britons for you. No werewolf traps yet. Well, the ground is so open. It is kind of easy to dodge those shots, right? Especially with the close to 0 lag. Let's take a look. Ram now coming forward. Traps not shooting. Could we maybe see some connections? Not yet. Viper with a bigger gold investment, but seems like he still has 2k gold in the bank. TaToh still didn't use his traps in the back. Drama was updated. Good job, guys. Viper takes more control. Production maybe mainly longboats, and TaToh is adding 4 champions and nothing else. That's weird. Now some longbows behind this. Will lose his traps though, and those weren't really efficient. Viper now ahead by 40 population, and that's brutally played by him. Simply way more siege than what TaToh did offer. Now tower at the site. Very deadly with Britons, as you all know. Oh, Viper with a nice double tower defense here at the left-hand side. Huh. Viper better eco behind this. That's actually not too important in Britain's war. I say, before looking at the resources, because TaToh is pretty much at the limit with gold already. Quite surprising. Goes for more onagers. Even adds some scorpions. That's a bit surprising to me. Raid at the right hand side. Should be stopped pretty soon. But, well, snacks some villagers. Not too shabby at all. That raid won't do too much. Easily stopped by the castle and the army sent over by the Viper. And, well, TaToh, can he get some solid connections at the moment? 80 military to 102. But where is all the military? We have some go from the Viper at the left-hand side. Shouldn't really do too much. And now the Ram go here. Let's take a look about the connections. Ram go at the right-hand side is stopped. Ram go at the left-hand side still active. Some Rams. TaToh is now going for quite a lot of light cav here. Interesting. Not enough Doritos in chat, indeed. That's what we did a lot last time, right? Nikov was ahead 3-1. And then we spammed this chat with Doritos. And helped TaToh to come back to the 4-3. Okay, Viper pop limit. TaToh sitting at 170 behind this. Military count looking not too pretty for him though. Villagers, uh-oh, that will be a big TaToh overboom. Look at that, 118 and 36 more in the queue. You really don't want to have 150 villagers with Britons. You need to have those very, very high numbers when it comes to the ranged units. And TaToh, even if he holds this, if he continues to overboom like this, he will just get smashed. He won't be able to hold it. Viper, behind this, sitting at a comfortable 100 military. And won't produce any more villagers. This looks so good for Viper. I can't really tell you how he made this happen. I think it was the earlier edition of Siege. Honestly, the Rams at the front helped out so much. TaToh's traps in the back didn't do much. And oh boy, is he running over TaToh. Although, now some onagers killing some of the traps. Could be some good connections. Surely some gold efficiency. But the Ram is, oh, not going for it. And TaToh's already calling the GG. 19-minute game behind this, and the Viper with less production, but earlier castles, earlier siege workshops, compared to TaToh, who was mainly champ archery range. I think an earlier switch into Rams could have really helped him out here. Phew. The Viper, did he get the 4 relics? Oh god, so he snagged that relic over here. That's a sick move as well. Super active here. And Viper's gold was bugged? Oh. Well, he needs to call that admin restart. But yeah, that would have been an admin restart for sure. Tricky to see for him from time to time. I'm not streaming with the delay. But obviously the game itself is delayed. So we are 3 minutes behind to avoid cheating. Score will be updated to 1-1. And TaToh now with the home map and civilization. As I said, Coach Neely would say, do something with bombard cannons. TaToh should call the admin re for Viper. I think, like, can you even? Did Viper use market? I think I didn't watch that. Maybe you should take a closer look at that. I love best of 7, so much more fun than best of 3s and best of 5s. Well, especially in DM where games can go really short, best of 3s aren't that good in my opinion. Starting from the round of 6, we even have full-on best of 9s. He's singing, not cursing. But I saw your Viper using the market. Okay, makes sense. Who are the big players in the DM scene? Exclamation mark players will give you an intro over all the top 20 players. I did a video there where you can see who they are. At the top, you can also see the numbers in front are the seedings. So I got seed number 5. For example, Quendy True, defending champion, had seed number 2. The Coach, who is beasting around in rated games at the moment, had seed number 3. The Viper has seed number 1. Daywalker has seed number 4. A guy that I will play tomorrow, 18 GMT. Speculator down to 130. It's best of 7 now. But as I said, the round of 6 will be all best of 9s, as you can see down behind here. As you all know, this game and all those other series here will be played 4th, 5th and 6th of October. So basically next weekend. How many series are those? 8 series. Jitba does not play anymore. Daywalker versus Neely is a 50-50 matchup. Probably. And TaToh is going for something interesting. Hello, Mr. TaToh. So we are looking into Sand Maze for you with the Goth War. In the blue, TaToh again. 6 barracks opening. Viper's playing with 5 barracks. No one really going for the center yet. As you all know, we can dock that center area and can go over the sand. 1 halberdier for the defense, then the Huskar spam. Quite an interesting war here to see TaToh. Nice defense here. To fight a very fast civilization against the Viper. But honestly, Viper has looked shaky in Goth Wars. Seed number 4 against seed number 5. Indeed, that's our game for tomorrow. TaToh sneaking a villager away, trying to not lose too many villagers against some Huskar raids that are coming over here. And as you can see, the Goth spam is just redonkulous here. Need to put my phone on airplane mode. Oh, that villager is saved for now. TaToh with a way better KD because Viper is wasting quite a bit, but not getting a lot of stuff done. As you can see, Viper lost 3 villagers, TaToh lost only 1 villager. Way better start for our Spaniard here. He has to be happy with that for sure. And Viper, he keeps wasting. Look at that, KD 30 to 10 now. And TaToh, I think he might even get to the water. We will see about that. Demo hits obviously could be incredibly good. All the gold spots of TaToh, very defensive as well. 3 relics at his side. The Viper has 1 on his side and 1 neutral one. So advantage there surely for TaToh, who is late with adding siege though. The Viper already out with 7 scorpions. TaToh only now started his production. Uh-oh, heavy demos. Let's take a look how they will come in handy here in those fights. Goes for the first connection. Or is he? Doesn't really know where to go. Okay, eats 3.5 champions. TaToh meanwhile. Uh-oh, some losses here with his villagers. Isn't really getting the TCs out at the moment. Now TaToh's going for water control as well and is retreating. Knows that it's too many demos against him. Gets some nice snipes in the back. Villagers lost now 5 and 4. That castle is actually not getting cancelled. Dies there. Uh-oh, demo connections. That was a good one. And those look like good ones behind this. Viper is getting good connection. And that could be a brutal one. TaToh is trying to micro away, but still the Viper gets a good connection here. Oh god, those demos were just sick. And suddenly, the Viper 60 population ahead. Viper now, TaToh now coming over with demo connections behind this as well, though. Let's take a look what he can do against the Scorpions. Eat the front first and second. Oh, he doesn't get the big bada booms in. Castle is going down. Uh-oh, TaToh simply having the lower Scorpion counts for such a long time made it a bit tricky for him. Still 8k food in the bank. Viper, meanwhile, out of gold completely. He's going for the champion production at the top as well. Demo connections, not the sickest in the world ever. Military count 60 to 150. Farms not really started. Viper just so active with the raids. Is getting a forward base here as well. And sneaking in some Huskarls. But that's actually a fortunate woodline for TaToh to block most of that off. Will now try to get the castle up. Won't get it though. Next demo connections not really happening. And the Viper with his spam on GA. Probably big waste. But here on Sand Maze, resulting into nice water control and therefore incredible connections. TaToh tries to get the castle up again. Won't really get it though. Will be stopped again. Both players now going for galleons. Some demo connections, but not the most important one. That castle went down as well. Okay, let's take a look at farm counts. Pretty important. At the moment, 5 for TaToh, 10 for Viper only. We need to see way higher counts there pretty soon. Viper now expanding a bit. At least defended that relic for now. The Viper advances, lots of Scorpion, champions at the front, and let's take a look, demo connections, 3 more coming over, and that's what I said, bombard cannons, TaToh's unit number 1. Demos, can we see the connections here? Doesn't look like it, it was just a trade-off demo against demo here. And that's a nice interception, those demos are not coming over now. TaToh tries to go for a defensive castle, only sitting at pop 140 at the moment. An interesting war, an interesting map here between 2 of the star players of the Age of Empires world. Bombard cannons need to go a bit further forward. Maybe try to snipe the trap. Water. Full control for the Viper. TaToh now back to pop 180. That's really well played by him. He's getting a reasonable amount of farms behind this. Only now the monastery. Champion go over here. Shouldn't, well, get too much done. But, well, the main goal is to snipe the trap. Or is it? Uh-oh. Actually, TaToh, those are quite some losses. It's a lot of volleys from those 2 Scorpions. Fights under the castle with the champions. But will get the kill for now. And yeah, has to get the monk as well. Push through the center. Still somewhat active. But only 1 trap at the moment. The other 2 not doing too much. TaToh lost water. Oh, connections here. Both bombard, or all 3 bombard cannons going down. That's really, really costly as well. TaToh's getting onto reasonable villager numbers, but that castle is falling, and that means he's very exposed here at the front. Scallions can now sit basically next to the siege workshops, and TaToh at pop 150. I don't think he can get onto solid numbers again. Viper, maybe even adding barracks over here could be an option, and then just spam the back. Look at that, no real castle defense in the center. That opens him up so much for raidings of all kinds. And, well, TaToh's trying to get fancy at that side as well. The conversion at the top will not happen. TaToh only sitting at 150 stone as well. Lost 1 castle, lost 2 castles, lost the 3rd one over here earlier, and is now getting sniped at that area as well. So tricky to actually get to that trap now as well, with all the galleons around. A demo in front of that. Siege is going down. Yeah, it's not looking pretty for TaToh. His population is still somewhat okay, but how can he ever free himself? This base at the top has to do damage, and it looks like Viper's not underreacting and is clearing it up quite nicely. TaToh is calling the GG here. Dominant play by the Viper. He went for the 5 barracks against the 6 barracks. TaToh with a way better KD did defend, did kill more villagers, but the Viper just with the spam, the map control, and then the earlier docks, I would say that kind of won him the game. The good demo connections over here pulled it back for him, and then, well, it is simply the Viper, right? So quick in getting the food eco rolling for himself, protected by the castles as well. Went for the sneak, and in the end, relic count was 2-2. TaToh would have probably gotten the third one. It felt like TaToh's moves here to go onto Scorpions a bit late and go on water a bit late probably cost him the game. 2-1 for the Viper after losing game number 1. Nice small comeback for now, but TaToh, he should be well prepared going into the set civilizations now. 2-1 the score. Pretty happy to have that nice viewership here that early on in the day. I might do a rerun before the Jordan versus Nikov series, but actually telling you that doesn't really make any sense because you're watching it live. Yeah, drama on AoE zone, MBL. As I said, I will talk about it a lot next Tuesday. MBL nearly drama is over since MBL apologized. I think that did change very, very little. Okay, and we play Prairie Slavs War behind this. Interesting stuff. Who did I play Slavs War against? It was against Nikov the other day. He played this one well as well. What Civ map were picked in game 2? Britain's War on Ghost Lake. Oh, what a way to start the weekend. Exactly, my man, and we have a lot of DM coming up this weekend for you. And let's see what they have prepared here. If they have anything prepared, how this game will go. We're looking into Slavs on Prairie, starting with 2 scouts. Means, well, the 4 hussars will do a lot of work here for sure. And we have a barracks stable opening by TaToh. On the other side, Viper is just opening with 5 barracks here, and let's take a look what the hussars can do on both sides. It looks like, oh, that's a misclick by TaToh, and nice saves by the Viper. Oh, he misclicked a bit with his own hussars though. Villager is saved. It looks like this is the rare case where 4 hussars won't even get a single kill. What a nice defense by both players, putting the Harbinger there and then jumping to the TC with the villagers. Exactly what we want to see. Well played, nicely defended. 1 stable, 6 barracks, 2 siege workshops against 5 barracks, 4 siege workshops. So TaToh might get a bit more of a control. And oh god, Viper changing his hotkey from palisades to outpost, like the same key, and allowing him to quick wall so nicely now. Hi. Okay, now the first SO's out. Both players going for a lot of Scorpions, since Champion is the counter to potentially Harbingers that the opponent could go for as well. Castle's defending that. Booyah production could start pretty soon as well. Obviously an incredibly strong unit in this matchup. The Viper again tries to go for the early relics. TaToh, pretty active with his cavaliers though. Would love to see some monasteries from him. Not really happening so far. House in the back, not really happening either. Champion go now through that area. Didn't really know how to fight there. Yeah, and small losses for him. TaToh needs to retreat as are moving forward. TaToh has a good idea what the Viper's up to now. That's a lot of very clumped up champions. Maybe some cavaliers might get some snack. Uh-oh, those are pretty unprotected at the moment. Viper, that's a misstep. Look at that. All his champions at the top. But SO's alone. Still able to do some damage against that. Solid move. TaToh, oh god, that's a risky move. Being so clumped up and going through there. What will that really achieve? Will snag a villager. Won't even get the monk. And he's just going for the castle there. That shouldn't really be too efficient. Stopping that, but that relic might be grabbed. Better relic spawn certainly on this map for the Viper. Why is Outpost better to quick wall? Because that's the only way to quick wall. The tournament is played without the chance to build any walls or bomber towers. Real man quick wall with towers. Okay. As you can see, a lot of focus now at the top. Trying to get control of those relics now. Viper, did he misclick his relic? No, okay, it's coming in now. We still have one over here and a small pause. Gates banned? Yes. Palisade and stone. TaToh with the monasteries very far in the back. Kind of an interesting move. Both players still with a reasonable amount of resources. Obviously not the war where we see both players losing 200 units too quickly. Good engagement by TaToh. For now, before the SO are coming in. Oh, but good connections in the back here. Let's take a look. TaToh is actually retreating. Eats some more shots with this Booyah. Some Booyahs go into the front. SOs are going back. And those are nice Booyah numbers now for the Viper. Look at that. 32 for him. 20 only for TaToh. 15 more in production. And those Booyahs, they will just eat champions alive. What are my predictions? I predicted 4... Oh! Oh! I predicted 4-1. Apparently, Slavs don't have atonement. Not going for the counter there. TaToh sending a Booyah over, though. And yeah, he does not want that to happen. Let's take a look. What? Now they started converting each other? Can you not you can convert a monk that's carrying a relic, right? Weird. Who will win the DM tournament? Tune in next weekend to find out. Sniper of the SO. The threat is still alive in the back here. Scorpion's doing a good job of dealing the damage from the back, but now going down as well. TaToh with heavy losses here. Viper just looking pretty strong. Pop 140 against 185 at the moment. Champions over here will snag a villager. Might even get the TC. Yeah, they will. But will lose their lives in trade. That relic sniped again. Viper sitting at 3. TaToh? Wasn't there a relic over here? Oh god, that's a big Ramgo. And there's not a lot of SO. There were 3 SO here, but they're beautifully sniped, and that castle is going to fall. Viper, oh god, that's just a dominant performance by him. Rolling over TaToh here at the moment from what it looks like, and that go won't be stopped, or will it be stopped? Honestly, the Boyas are doing the job here. The TC went down, and those 2 Rams, can they get it done? 1.2k HP, and TaToh is saving this. What a sick move. I thought those were enough Rams to get the job done, but apparently not. Now the villagers are saving themselves in the castle, but only 1.5k HP. Maybe the Halberdiers and Boyas can finish the job, because TaToh is simply running out of units there to defend, and the castle will eventually fall. Whew. Well, we had a big attack over here. Oh, that was the one from before. Relics still not grabbed. The Viper behind this. 4 relics. He's so active with the relic counts. It's just ridiculous. And TaToh has to call it here. Pop 116 for him. Knows, okay, it will be only 1 relic for me. Got pushed back at so many angles. And, well, the Viper just way quicker with the siege workshops here. The 4 siege workshops, well, just produced a bit earlier, and then we had some unfortunate engagements here. TaToh, not the SO numbers he maybe needed. Whew. Dominant performance by the Viper here for sure. 40 more kills, the 4 relics, the better eco behind this as well. This guy is looking strong in deathmatch, guys. Ay. Siege Cavalry. Well, TaToh built 1 stable, right? And then we had some Boyas. How did TaToh win a game? Viper went on to 2 little army. Nearly a school teacher. I used to be. I think he only built 1 stable. Guys, please don't try to find excuses why the Viper lost the game. I taught math and social science. What's your favorite tech switch? Probably Karambits into Battle Elephants. Yeah. Okay, next up is Golden Pit Turk War. We saw a very interesting one there between Roomstock and the Code. Love that game. Let's take a look how they will open this time. Camels, obviously, a very good option. Heavy CA. Rams are really dictating this game as well. Social sciences and economics. I was a primary school teacher. We didn't have economics. It's more about, like, what is the sun? Are women allowed to play soccer? How do we get bread and such like that? Like questions, like life questions. And okay. Then let's take a look. Game number 5 on the way. We have 6 stable opening here. Hassa pretty quickly for the Viper into the right direction. As you can see on the minimap here, that Hassa was a bit out of position. And TaToh, he will lose a villager. 6 stable opening. On the other side, the Viper will play 4 stable, 3 archer ranges, 2 barracks, and an early market behind this. And now we can see the Viper's gold jumped quite a bit. Did so. Oh no, that what? That's TaToh? Oh, TaToh got a market behind this as well. So the Viper got 1k food, 1k wood, but later than TaToh. So TaToh got the main part of the market. Good for him. And should probably get more camels rolling for himself. Viper with a greedy approach here did go for the houses first, and it's 26 out of 55. And those are not enough production buildings, in my opinion. 3 stables, 2 archery ranges, or 3 archery ranges. I think TaToh should have a good advantage here, although he could lose some villagers. Oh no. Oh god, but TaToh lost 8 villagers already, and that might even get higher pretty soon. Down to 3 villagers only. The Viper's so active with his raids here. At least clears up those camels, and TaToh is not really even building houses properly at the moment. Oh boy, all 4 villagers now working on houses, and I thought the Viper didn't have enough production, but if you kill every single villager of your opponent, well, then you will get to higher production. Siege workshop's out now. TaToh still not with the production here, and it just seems like the Viper's raid was a bit more efficient here against TaToh. We're sitting at 6 archer ranges, 6 stables at the moment, just camping it out. He knows, okay, my production was so slow. Viper now coming with a wrap around here. We'll try to block that gold, and well, another siege workshop. But TaToh is still heavily housed while the Viper is just expanding, is getting the raid in here. Beautiful move. Massive army in the center. Oh god, this could be a quick one as well, guys. TaToh sending his army back. Should get a nice clear up here, but oh boy, that attack through the center. He will lose his siege workshops. He then won't have any good counters against the Messier. Janissaries around as well. Uh-oh, guys, this could be a less than 10-minute game. Yeah, TaToh is defending this attack, but to go through the center looks pretty brutal. Now down to 4 villagers again. 14 villagers down. The Viper, meanwhile, sitting at 4 TCs. Make that 5 TCs now. And Viper is just pushing through the front. Yeah, he's fighting uphill. The castle might go up for the defense, but oh god, this is looking really rough here. TaToh in some problems. Viper, can he maybe even try to micro bit and try to snipe those 4 villagers? Could absolutely be an option. Rams now pushing forward. TaToh is kind of holding here though. 80 pop against 110. I might have misjudged that. Rams are going down. TaToh, 1 siege workshop here at the side. He is out of gold and no gold income, while the Viper is already sitting at some mining camps in the back. Gets some more TCs up. TaToh now needs to go into hussars behind this, but is holding it. 25 population for him, goes onto that castle, did defend the Rams, and TaToh, he's only 10 population behind, 20 more military for him. He just needs to get some eco rolling for himself. At the moment, not on gold at all, though. Nice defense so far by TaToh, now ahead in population. This is so weird. Okay, so he did stop that go. But 7 villagers to 47 behind this. And TaToh doesn't have enough siege to use his military advantage. He might need to split his army around to kill villagers of the Viper. Just CA is around here, some at the front. He has the stronger army at the moment. Now queues up 15 villagers. But look at that. He's sitting at 2 TCs, a third one at the side there. Second siege workshop only now. Still completely out of gold. Can TaToh maybe come back into this one? Villager now at the front. Very ambitious. 2 villagers even. Oh god. And that's a solid 20% of the quote-unquote economy dying there as well. Very carelessly. TaToh building another castle here at the side. 13 villagers to 71. Yeah, the Viper is getting pushed back a bit here, but how is the ram count? 9 to 3, make that 7 to 3. So TaToh still has more damage output. But another raid here at the gold. Stop though. Good stuff there. TaToh getting more gold, but that TC won't last for too long. And the Viper now 30 pop advantage. Rams moving forward. 60 villager difference. Army count now a bit higher as well. No more answer against the Ram. TaToh still no gold income, and he's calling the GG. 14 minutes here. Good luck, says TaToh. Good luck, says the Viper. And well, that was a 4-1 stomp here by the Viper. He is just so incredibly strong in this game. G to the G. Viper is just sick. Getting the villager kills here in the back, and then TaToh couldn't really expand. I think TaToh maybe even should have camped a bit more. Too bad. I really want to see Vietnamese. Well, tune in tomorrow. We have 2 more series with the same settings. Very likely to that we might go into those very long series there and might even get to game number 6. Statistics for this game. Better KD for the Viper, but only slightly. Got some more buildings, but economy shouldn't be close. Setup for the Viper was there. TaToh got more of the market. That means he loses food and wood. And the Viper still had more gold. 85 to 20 villagers. Ooh la la. That was just brutal.